Hello friends, welcome to another episode. This episode is on Zionism and Judaism. They both represent two different extremes, different ends of Jewish religious spectrum. Well, Judaism, they, they support Palestine. They want the current state of Israel to return all the lands which they legally occupied and grabbed from peaceful Palestinian people who have been living in this Jerusalem and surrounding area for hundreds of years. How Zionism come into place? Actually, it's not a new concept, but they probably really achieve their objective only contemporarily, in starting from 1950s to 1960s. So, well, I think most of, at least the majority of Jews support current Israeli state. But in fact, when you look at the origin of how the country of the state of Israel was established, who are behind this, it is not difficult to come to the conclusion. Zionism, Zionist, and the state of Israel has always been a chess piece by Anglo-Saxon global hegemony. It is a chess piece by the United States government, and previously was also very much manipulated and controlled by the British Empire. After the ceding of global hegemony by the British Empire to the United States government took over and controlled those Zionists and their dream of creating a state for Israeli people. The objective is same as what happened when the British Empire evacuated from India Peninsula. So they divided former Indian colony into Pakistan and India, and leave the reason and cultivate cultivated a hostility between the Muslims and the Hindu believers who have been living this land, this Indian Peninsula, for hundreds of, not hundreds, thousands of years. They have been living peace, but by British manipulation, they are now the stark enemies, fought bitter war against each other. This is how Anglo-Saxon people divide and conquer. And even after they were defeated, they will leave a permanent mark or hatred behind them. So the people will never be united. They are afraid of Arabian people, the harmonious of course, the Arabian homogeneous, but the last thing the United States want is that all the Arabian countries united and fight against the imperialist Anglo-Saxons. So they have to install a proxy, which is, in this case, is the state of Israel in the Middle East, so that through that they can exercise their influence in this Middle East region. Honestly, without the existence of Israel, there is no leverage the United States can pull in the Middle East politics. After you realize this, and you realize, then you will realize the reason why the British and Americans would allow the Zionists to establish their own country in around Jerusalem, which is now Israel. And it is not difficult to speculate which side they will be on when it comes to conflicts with those Arabian states. No matter what is the origin of that conflict, they will always side Israel. So never ever seek peace deal from those Western countries. They will never broke a promising peaceful deal. Even I would think the moderates like Lapin from the Israeli government who really want to settle once for all with the Palestinian people, with the Arabian people, it will be sabotaged. Just what we saw, he was assassinated by Israeli people, by someone from Israel, not from Arab. So it is very clear the West never want, even though whatever they claim they want a peaceful situation in Middle East, no. The very reason they installed Israeli in Middle East is to keep tension in this area. And in the last 72 hours, there's a big conflict between Hamas and the Israeli Defense Force. I do not support violence and indiscriminate killing, but I fully understand the rationale. I fully understand the frustration and hatred accumulate on the side of Palestinian people. They have been hissed, horrified, and put into a mass concentration camp, just like what the Nazis did to Jews. The same people, the Jewish government, they did the same thing against Palestinian people, put all of them in a mass concentration camp. They don't allow, they never allowed, even UN resolution was passed decades ago. They never allowed the Palestinian people to establish their own country, to draw up their border, to defend their border, to be a functioning state. No, they don't. Instead, they kick the Palestinian people out of their land. They rob them with the only thing that's valuable to them, which is their land. Occupy their land, kick them out. And if anyone got in their way, they will kill them. So they build all these illegal settlements around the Gaza Strip. So I think if there is any excessive violence from Hamas, yes, there are, but you have to understand. You have to look at the situation holistically. Who started all this? Those Israeli soldiers, those illegal settlement residents, they have all been used by the Israeli government. They have been kind of sacrificed by their own government. It is very evil, but it's true. I don't support violence, but I support Palestinian people. And the last thing I want to say is never ever trust the United States and its Western allies will be able to broker a peace deal among Arabian people, Palestinian people, and Israeli people. The only way to find a peaceful solution to this Middle East situation is shut them out, shut the American out in each and every peace deals within of the Middle East. Because by having the US influence in the deal making, you are asking further. Ultimately, they will ruin this, just like what they did for happened in the past few decades. It is so evil, so bad, and so unfair, and the entire Western media completely ignore the suffering of Palestinian people. It's so horrible. And thanks to God, there's a platform, people like me who can give their voice, so that you will know that there's only one voice, the narrative, wholly controlled by the Western media. No, they do not represent opinion of people around the globe. I would think that 70% the global population are against the atrocities done by the Israeli government. And even this particular platform, the YouTube, is ironically built, managed, controlled by Facebook, which is again a big part of this propaganda machine. However, they will not want to censor those kind of dissident voice like mine, because if they do so, right, nobody will want to watch YouTube. People want diversity. People want to hear different voice from all classes of life, not only the ones from CNN, from Fox News, BBC. I think this is the reason why they keep this platform open. And we should all make use of this platform to get our voice heard, to express our support, to express our opinion. After all, the planet belongs to all human beings, not not only the Western people or the Western government. After all, the Western government does not represent the interests of those the replace the common white folks with new immigrants. But of course, this is another topic, another story.